to get this kitchen ready for my cabinets and countertops to be installed, and I only have 48 hours to make it happen. I didn't want to remove the green platform, so we're going to pretend like we love it and make it feel like part of this space. I'm using this palm sander from Harbor Freight and following it with my Craftsman shop vac in order to make the surface smooth. I knew this would kick up a lot of dust, so before I got started on that, I sealed the doorway with the plastic drop cloth and painter's tape. This probably would have been a good time to cover the floors too, but I ended up putting down a drop cloth after I finished sanding. This property is 110 years old, and these windows have clearly been through some shit, but they don't have to look like what they've been through. I'm filling in any gaps around the window frame with caulk and then using my finger to smooth it out. If you've never used a caulking gun, I got you. You're gonna load and unload it exactly as you see me doing here. The entire time I was taping off this window, I was having second thoughts because I wasn't sure how this is gonna turn out, but I've been working on trusting myself more, so I just kept going. I'm gonna be honest, the trash bags really didn't help at all, so I didn't put them on the other windows. I got a can of Quick Color in matte black from Home Depot to spray paint the metal window frames. I told y'all I was nervous to do this in the first place, so as soon as I was done spray painting, I wanted to rip off the tape so I could take a step back and see how it turned out. If I'm gonna get these cabinets delivered, I need to measure this space and figure out where everything's gonna go. I'm using painter's tape just to map everything out. To figure out my placement of the tiles for the backsplash, I'm just tracing one of the tiles with a marker. Today I'm bringing y'all the royal apple. It's crown apple mixed with either apple juice or apple cider. These apple flavors make it perfect for the fall and winter months. I'm painting the windowsills using Behr Premium Plus. It's a paint and primer combo. I got it in the color cracked pepper. I don't know who's designing the paint cans over at Behr, but they definitely understood the assignment. It comes with a tool that you can use to unscrew and reseal the paint can, and if you flip it over, you have a convenient funnel that you can use for mess-free pouring. Wooster said try it and you'll be hooked, and they definitely meant that. This little brush will get the job done. This is a high quality paintbrush, and the bristles feel nice and dense, which means you get even paint coverage without being able to see any of your brush strokes. I try to be as thorough as possible to make sure that you don't see any of the white paint peeking through, and this brush had no problems getting into every nook and cranny. Sometimes it's hard to make a decision. I was worried that the paint color I'd chosen for the walls might be too dark, but like I said earlier, I'm trying to stop second guessing myself, and at the end of the day, the only way I would know for sure is to fuck around and find out, and if I never fucked around, I would never find out. It turned out to be exactly what I wanted. The color is Vintage Pewter by Behr. It's the perfect neutral taupe shade for me. My little Wooster paintbrush fits perfectly in my hand, allowing me to have total control of the angled bristles and making it easy to get precise lines without painter's tape. The bricks have been painted previously, so I'm going over that with Kills 2 primer to make sure my paint doesn't have any problems with peeling or chipping in the future. To make sure my backsplash is nice and straight, I'm using my laser level to make sure I get the first row just right. I've had these Kashira Hex Neutral ceramic tiles from Floor & Decor for months. I'm not going to finish the backsplash until the countertops are installed, but my kitchen was coming together so well, I just had to see how they looked on the wall. Tiling the bathroom walls taught me that cleanup is much easier if you do it while the mortar is still wet. I ended up running out of paint, so I made an early morning Home Depot run to pick up another gallon. I'm using a sample of Behr's interior-exterior paint in the shade Cracked Pepper to paint the platform. I wanted to use an interior-exterior paint because I'm going to be putting my refrigerator on top of this, and I wanted to make sure the paint was super durable. Y'all told me I should have painted before I did the floors, but I didn't listen. Luckily for me, all I needed for cleanup was a baby wipe. We reached the end of my 48-hour kitchen makeover, and we might as well call it the first 48 because I killed it.